I have come to the conclusion nobody watches my videos, nobody sees them, but that's alright. I'm still going to do them because it just gives me an outlet for my frustrations, you know what I mean? I think a lot of people should do that, and I don't think they do. Anyhow, some things, alright? The Rolling Stone magazine has an article out that you should all read about. It's called Heritage Foundation Project 2025, Everything You Need to Know. Read that. It's not the whole nine, it summarizes the 900 pages or 870 some odd pages of the Project 2025, which is written by Republicans. Luther is the chairman of the, I think he's a member or chairman of the platform committee for the Republicans, and Trump knows all about it, and Trump can't deny it, because if Trump is denying it and you people believe it, then you deserve to have a fascist government starting in June 20th, 2025. Okay? Alright, that said, it's not all, we have to stop, going around and discussing Biden's health. All right, if he's going to run for president, fine. If he's not, well, just do what you've got to do. But you've got to start talking about the issues. Otherwise, it doesn't make any difference who you put up there. They're going to lose. All right? Trump is weak on issues. Start questioning him about the 2025 project. I don't think major news media will do it, because there's so many of the CEOs are donors to Trump, or to the MAGA party. I mean, if you don't come up on the issues of Trump, and if you don't, you need the media needs to jump in Trump's face, and ask some serious questions and see if he'll answer them or he'll just bullshit like he always does. He deflects and he bullshits. He doesn't answer questions. And he needs to answer questions. And then you'll see he's lying. Of course, it'll be too late by then. The Republicans are now in the background trying to remove the statutes from states that say that concern emergency abortions and deny emergency abortions as well as all abortions. So, even if you're dying and an abortion is needed to save your life, they don't want you to have it, okay? That's the Republicans for you. They want women to do nothing more than come home at night, spread their legs, and pump kids out, okay? Now that's very, I don't know the exact term, graphic, but it's what they want. They don't want you to be able to raise a family and teach kids something that might differ from what they're being taught now, what they want them to teach in the schools. They don't take Orwell's 1984 and ban it in Florida because it's subversive. It explains what they want to do. That's why they're banning it. They're trying to keep information away from you. That's why Project 2020, that's why Project 2025 is not in the mainstream news. They're trying to keep that information away from you. You see the things that are going to be done there. You've got to you have to understand that what they're planning on doing, just dealing with the climate, would make us a pariah in the world. And as one of the leading industrial countries in the world, if we do what they want us to do, there'll be no such thing as a green tree in the United States. There'll be no such thing as a national park. They'll probably take Mount Rushmore and carve a picture of Trump's ass and put it up there, because they'll want everybody to kiss it, because that's what's going to happen. The Democrats need to bring forth the issues in their conversations. fuck this if he wants to run again or he doesn't. I don't care about Joe Biden, one way or the other, all right? My hunch is that if he gets elected, the day he's sworn in, he'll resign as president. But that's not neither here nor there. You have to go on the issues. If you want to beat Trump, you have to harp on the issues. Pound the issues. That means every Democratic speaker, every media outlet you can get your hands on, go with the issues. Don't let Donald Trump walk down the street without people or in the media forcing him to acknowledge the issues. Okay? And I don't want to hear all about immigration. Immigration is an issue in every country in the world right now. It's not our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is Donald Trump. And we need to work on those issues if you want any kind of future for this country. It's not a dream. It's not it's a nightmare what he's proposing. And the Department of Justice is going to be in the Department of Retribution. The Supreme Court is just going to sit back and, put a for sale sign outside. The Constitution will not last 4 years, another 4 years of Donald Trump. Although I think the procedure to remove the Constitution is a little complicated, but I doubt if they'll follow it. I don't know. I have very little confidence in the people, not so much the politicians, but the people being able to recognize what Donald Trump is and what the mega Republicans are, because it's, as I said before, it's not just him. Project 2025 shows that there are a lot of people in the background making some very nasty moves. Now, whether he supports them or not is not relevant. All they're going to want him to do is say, okay, check the box, sign the bill, screw the American people, and we'll keep you in office, Donald, and we'll make you king if you want, and we'll love you to death. All right? They don't care about him. There's also the possibility, depending on who he presents as a vice president, that they'll shoot him. They don't have any use. Donald Trump is just a face up there that's a distraction. The Republicans love chaos. Trump is a master of chaos. He creates the chaos. It's again, I'm telling you, this is what it is. You see this? Watch out for this one. I don't know if anything can help us now. I listen to these people talk, and they sit there and they sit back and they look at you and they're talking like this or that, and it's like we know what we're talking about, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just expressing points of view, my point of view. And my point of view is that if they want to win this election, I'm not in favor of Joe Biden running, and I like Joe Biden, I really do, but I don't think he can handle the pressure of a good, solid re-election campaign, focusing on the issues, and I don't think he will last 4 years. And and it's bad enough Kamala Harris comes out now and runs for president now, and they nominate her. It's bad enough now that the sort of chaos that will ensue. But if you wait until he's elected and something happens, and then Kamala becomes president, the chaos will be unbelievable. And Trump thrives on chaos, and the Republicans are learning to follow that lead, thriving on chaos. Not facts, not normalcy. And I read these articles where they say it's human rights will be destroyed. Human, civil, whatever you want to call it, rights. We're not going to have any. That's what's going to happen if Donald Trump gets reelected. It's not just him you have to worry about. That's the point I try to make. There are people behind him. When he's done, there's not going to be all government workers are going to have to take some sort of oath of loyalty to him, or they're fired. There are already thousands of people being trained, or training people, or vetting people, whatever the term you want to use, to take over the civil service jobs of ordinary people. And what's going to happen to those people? Jail? Poverty? What? They're going to take up guns in the street? I don't know. All I know is that Donald Trump is the worst possible threat. And I shouldn't say Donald Trump. I keep saying MAGA and Trump are the most serious threat to the world and the United States democracy there has ever been. Hitler was never this big a threat. Okay, because back then the ocean separated us, and the ability to, they didn't have the ability to transport hundreds of thousands of troops into the United States. Today, Russian troops could be landing planes at Dulles Airport tomorrow morning. All it takes is a flick of a switch to shut down the defensive systems. And Trump wants to do that. And his people want to do that. Trump's made himself a figurehead so that people's anger is aimed at him. It's not just him. It's the Republican Party right now. The majority of the Republican Party right now. It's people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, Getz, Rubio, all these guys in the background that claim to be Christians. All right? Christians doesn't include Catholics. That's the thing, all right? Christians do include born-again Christians, the members of the mega churches. These people have done jack shit for people except take their money and get rich. That's what they want. Okay? It's like when the Republicans looked at when Reagan and the Republicans were looking to balance the budget back in the day. The first time they had to submit a balanced budget, and they went and they borrowed money from Social Security. They went to Social Security because Social Security was the only program at that time that was self-sufficient, making money, showed up, had no problems, no corruption, a little corruption, but had no problems making money. They said they had a surplus. Well, you can't have a surplus. That means the common folk have a surplus. We can't let them have a surplus. We can't let them live a comfortable life. We have to keep them subservient. Who's going to do my laundry for me? That's the mentality of the Republicans. Look, this is JB. I'm an old guy, and I know it. And I know nobody watches my videos. But I'm getting pissed. And I hope there's a lot more people out there. All right, see you tomorrow.